Let's do a little bit of trend talk. So, right now, yes, thank you, Feminine Her. Hit the like button. If you're watching live, get the likes up. And if you're watching on the replay, make sure you like it too. You know, it helps the channel so much. But let's talk a little bit about trends. So, winter boots are upon us. Like, we're in the fall winter season. And what I've been seeing a lot lately have been kind of Eskimo boots like reimagined. So I put together a little collage of some boots that I thought were hella cute. And we've got a link in the chat so you can actually check out these boots. They are they're available for purchase. If you just click on the link that's pinned to the top of the chat. I know Annie is dropping the comments in too, but for the Trend Talk winter boots, let's take a look. I'm going to share my screen here again so you can see what I am digging. So just a quick segment here on these winter boots. We're seeing texture, right? So we're seeing the faux fur, we're seeing kind of shearling, we've got the suede going on, but then we're also kind of seeing like a little bit of like patent leather. So like a leather, like a smooth, so patent leather and then the calfskin leather. This pink one here, I think is a lot of fun. I really like that. And I mean, I guess I'm partial to it because I love pink anyway, so there's that. But check out this boot. But this one is called the moon boot. It does look like a moon boot, right? Um, like that the astronauts wear, but it is kind of harkening back to like the Eskimo style. But that is really a cool look. Here we've got some like a white, almost again, like almost like a shearling, like the underside of a really soft shearling. That's what's exposed here. And look at this silver one. I really like that. This one has kind of two different textures going on. This one is UGG. And then we've got like the embroidery, like a little bit of a crochet moment. So something that you typically wouldn't see. I just thought that was really cool. And okay, these last two here, they're not Eskimo boots, but I thought they were cool. I wanted to share them. So Manolo Blahnik, we've got this really cool suede number. Again, this is like a shearling moment. So something that's maybe a little bit more dressier. That's a cool look. And I really fell in love with this UGG, kind of our sweater version of it. That looks so warm. That looks so comfy. I mean, that looks like something that I would honestly like wear around the house. um, in the house because I'm always cold at this time of year. But I just thought that was really cool. But yeah, I think this is one of the moments, and this is why I want to show it to you because style is about having fun, right? This is one of these moments where you can be wearing in the winter time, your oversized, sweater, your chunky sweater with your, worn in, comfortable jeans, those broken in jeans that you just love so much. You got your hat on, with a little ball on top, like we used to wear, like you're snuggling up. But like, you don't have to put on a boring shoe. Like put on a fun, cool Eskimo boot. Like, why not? Right? It's wintertime. Like, we don't have to be glam all the time, but I actually think this is a little bit of glam in a way, but because it's different. But let's embrace like the diversity out there in terms of styles, right? It is these shoes, all of them are completely casual, but they've got personality, they've got bling, they've got patent leather, they've got funky different colors. This one has a little bit of paisley going on, right? Let's have fun with our shoes. So speaking of shoes, I also want to highlight to you. We wrote a blog post. I want to say it was 2 or 3 weeks ago. Stepping into winter, so must have footwear. So of course, winter footwear is more than just boots, right? We've got a beautiful collection here of pieces that we've curated that are going to be fun for the season in terms of flats. Mary Janes. Mary Janes were really big in the spring, but it continue on through the fall season. Of course, we got our boots here. shoes with bows. That was something that was definitely trending. If you watched the live last week, Paint the Town Red, I already told you, red has been a huge color for the year, for the entire year. And guess what? It is still going strong, okay? Especially as we get into holiday season, you've got your reds, your greens. So it's not too late to get a great red shoe. Square toed shoes are also trending. Another huge trend were loafers, right? We saw loafers in all shapes, all colors. I really, really enjoyed seeing that because, flats don't have to be just all ballet flats all the time, right? Like, let's get a loafer in. Let's add a little bit of a fun style. If that's your thing, I like it. I mean, a little bit, it's a little bit nerdy. I'm a little bit nerdy, so I guess that's why I like that. But it's a really cool way to introduce something else into your wardrobe that's just not every day. Western chic. We've got slingbacks, slouchy boots, definitely have made a comeback, right? So check out this blog post because it goes over all of the major trends that I've been seeing for winter boots, fall and winter boots. But there also links to some recommendations that I have and where you can buy them. So definitely check that out. We do have that pinned to the top of the chat as well. All right. So, what I also wanted to do was kind of give you a little bit of some style inspiration. We're talking about boots. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about how you can style these boots. There's so many different styles out there, but what are different ways that we can have a boot moment? I was with a client not too long ago that told me that she was just stuck on shoes. She's got a lot of great shoes, but she just doesn't know how to wear them. And it doesn't have to be rocket science, but I wanted to put together a few looks to help kind of show to you just some cool ways that you can incorporate specifically boots, and especially as we get deeper into the season. Okay, so first off, and by the way, all of these looks that I'm sharing are also in our tap to shop, that link that you've got in the pin to the top of the chat. Annie may also drop that into the comment section too. But it's pinned to the top of the comment section before, for sure. You can totally um, buy like the entire look. So I've got the look styled and then each of the pieces. And I will say popular styles go fast. So if you see something that you like, please do not hesitate. Get it while the getting is good. Okay. So first, let's start off with casual chic. So starting with the boot, this particular one is a Valentino. I think the red one is a stud, but I can't remember right now. Um, but we've got a kind of a casual look. So you get, your nice kind of fuzzy, cozy, oversized sweater, right? Pair it with your favorite pair of, skinny jeans or leggings could do. In this look, we want a clean look on the bottom so that the jean is going into the boot. So this is going to be a great look for kind of running around town, running errands, but it still looks really, really nice. So love that. Next up, boho vibes. So I found this really cool boot, and again, the link to this is available. And let me know in the comment sections what you're thinking about these looks and how I've styled them. But the boot itself is really, it's got kind of a mottled effect between like the browns and the blacks, almost marbly. I just think it's so beautiful. So we took that and then I styled it with a kind of a flowy maxi dress. You could totally do a maxi skirt as well. But again, we're doing this boho look. So you can see that dress is very much boho. But then you've got an option of doing some interesting pairings up top. So I've got on the right a faux suede blazer. I think that one came from Nordstrom. Again, the link is available in the top of the chat. But also I incorporated it with a suede, a cognac colored suede. I mean, look at that. Such a rich color up top, and it's cropped so that we're seeing the full length of the dress, right? From that high waist. This top is actually a top that I got for a client. We had a fitting with her last week. It was just such a really, really pretty top. And it's funny because the top is actually a shirt, but it fits like a cropped jacket. So that would work well over a dress like this. And then finally, it is again wintertime. If you want that really nice kind of like stylish, cozy cardigan, we also have that kind of copper rust color moment that you could put on top of the dress, or you can maybe like lay it over the shoulders and do the tie of the sleeves. But I think that that would be a really, really cool boho look. Okay, so next is our edgy appeal. Um, so sorry, the graphic didn't come out quite right on this, but if you're are a follower of mine, you know that I love edgy looks. I love classic, but I love throwing in edge whenever possible. And this is just a really cool ensemble. So here we have two different silhouettes on the bottom to complement the boot. So when we think edge, definitely a combat boot brings the edge. But then I also added this other really cool boot. I found this after the fact. I was like, oh my gosh, I would totally love that. That's why I put in the legging, because this has a buckle effect going down. And when you look at the actual look in my tap to shop, you'll see that there's actually openings. So if you wore this kind of barefooted, you would see like little bits of skin. I love moments like that. I just love cutouts like that. But here we've got on top this really cool graphic tee. It's almost kind of a mesh material, and then a great moto jacket on top. This particular one has gold hardware. I did that to pull up the gold hardware that's in the combat boot. But if you are someone that wants to mix metals, you can totally mix the gold with the silver. You could totally do this jacket with the more sleek edgy boot that has silver hardware. So that's kind of our edgy look. All right. Next is professional elegance. So looking at these gorgeous boots, here we've got the Valentino flat boot making another appearance, but then we've got this one is more of a textured kind of a faux croc, faux reptile leather. Really, really pretty. The centerpiece of the whole outfit to me is this lovely jacket. This one is a cashmere open flap jacket or coat, and you can totally wear it over option number one. You can do a fitted sheath dress. Here on the left, the style of this is kind of channeling Chanel. Or on the right, if you did something that was long sleeve and maxi length as well, pulling in those neutrals, maybe getting a little bit of a darker color with the softer neutral on the trim work. Really, really pretty. But you could totally rock the knee length or the maxi length on top of the boot. And sometimes people wonder, why would I be wearing a maxi dress or skirt with a tall boot? And the reason is that you have, first of all, it's a little bit warmer, right? But when you sit down, you've got kind of like it right, your dress raises up a little bit, so you see a little bit more of the boot. But I really love a moment where you are walking with a flowy maxi dress or skirt, and then that boot, you just see kind of that kick coming out. It makes you kind of wonder, oh my gosh, like what else is going on underneath there, right? In terms of the boot style. um and I just think it's fun. It's like a little love letter to yourself, like what's going on, it's incredibly stylish. And when you sit down and you kind of like, reshuffle your dress a little bit, you don't have to be shy about showing leg. You've got a great boot to show off. So yeah, show that boot. I want that. I want to see that. But this is the way that we can do it in a professional way. Can you wear, knee-high boots to the office? Absolutely. You need to do it, obviously with style, but also showing some class as well, right? So that's a professional elegance one. This one is what I call the athleisure twist. So here, the center of it, shoe wise, is the sneaker boot. This is something that also has been trending quite a bit. So it's a hybrid between a sneaker and a boot. There was a really cool one that I had initially found on Anthropology, but when I was pulling this together, it got sold out, so I took it off. So that in case, again, if you're interested in buying any of these items, not only the shoes, but the garments are available for sale as well at my Tap to Shop. You can just visit it, click on it, it'll take you straight to the retailer. But anyway, when we're kind of in our really relaxed mode, we don't want something that has a lot of fuss, but we do want something that looks cool. The sneaker boot really does really well here. And then we've got it coupled with a beautiful cashmere sweater. This is from Brochu Walker. They do cashmere really, really beautifully. And then these really cool jeans. I can't remember the brand right now, but super, super cute. I love that kind of asymmetric line that's running from the high hip down to the thigh, and it's curved. So it adds a little bit more of that relaxed look instead of being just in a cute angle. But you can also couple that sweater up top with a cashmere lounge pant. This is something that I highly recommend to wear, to have something like this in your wardrobe for home wear, or if you're running like quick errands. Cashmere is so luxurious, it's so soft, and it's warm, and you never overheat. Okay, so this is our athleisure twist look, with the sneaker boot being the highlight for our shoe. All right. Next is the one that I like to call the Bond Girl. Okay. So the Bond Girl for me is our sexy, sleek look, kind of leather from head to toe. I'm all about the edge. This is something I would totally rock. Beautiful, beautiful fitted sheath dress. This one is from Veronica Beard, and I believe it is on sale. So if you check out the link that I have, I'm almost certain it's on sale. Don't quote me on that. But what I did with this one was I paired this with specifically with the boot that had some visual texture. So while it's leather, you can see both boots are embossed in a croc print. So the boots, the two that we have here, at first glance it may look black, but it's actually a deep, 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 deep espresso. It's a dark, dark, dark chocolate. I love that very, very low contrast between the black leather dress and then that dark color, because it makes you look. It makes you look. You're like, wait a minute, is that black? What's going on there? Wait a minute. No, it's actually slightly different color. Those are the moments that we want. These subtle moments, these subtle nuances, right? Then on the other side, we see over here our more of a deep Bordeaux color, not quite oxblood color, but a Bordeaux deep wine color. I think that would also be it's somewhat of a low contrast, maybe slightly closer to medium contrast with the black dress, but definitely a fantastic moment nonetheless. I think that is a hot look, and that's why I called her the Bond Girl. All right, and then for our final look, I don't want to bring that one up. Our final look for how to style our fall winter boots this season is feminine flair. All right, so here, this is actually the pink version to this boot right here that we showed before. So it comes in this really cool pink color. I'm in love with this boot. So another knee-high moment. I love pairing pinks with grays. They just go together so well. So here we have a kind of a flat pleat. This skirt is more of a midi skirt. So it would hit kind of like right in the calf area between your knee and your calf. And then a nice cashmere, a little bit of a distressed sweater up top. And this sweater I actually got for that same client as well. This was a really, really cool piece. I think I got that from Net-a-Porter. The link again is in the chat if you're interested in it. But I thought this ensemble was really cool. I call it feminine flair because it is. It's soft, it's feminine, not only with the color, but again, we're playing with textures, right? Fashion does not have to be limited to just wearing the same textures all the time. Let's get a pleat mixed with a cashmere or with a velvet, right? It's just so nice to have a little bit of a change. But that is the final look. So let me know what you think about those different looks varying from casual chic, all the way